Trying to figure out what's going on with YouTube here because it was listed as private before I went live earlier today. Let's see. See if I can figure this out. You are amazing. Don't let anyone tell you different. All of the people of the world that want to hold you back, compete against you, they don't mean anything. You just got to keep on your path. Positive mental attitude. I know it's simple, but it works. And I've never used this air fryer before. I was very fearful of turning this on. I didn't want to blow up the whole house. I mean, you know, but I think I figured out the. Do you hear that? You guys hear that scratching sound? Anyways, there's like 3 different baskets that go in this thing, and I'm like, clearly this air fryer doesn't need all of these baskets. So this is what I'm air frying today, and I'm glad that you can join me to have lunch with me. Look at this frostbite on here. It's probably going to be delicious. Right? It's been in the freezer for the past 7-8 months. I don't know. Maybe even longer. Who knows? But I'm going to get this some of this water off of here. Frozen water off of here, aka ice. And I see that the video is now public. I did a whole 32 minutes on private somehow. I don't know how it was private that whole time. If you can hear me, please put something in the chat. I don't know. If you can hear me, put yes. I don't know. Put whatever you want. I don't know where it's going to show up at. If I can even see it on my phone here. See, this is what happens when you neglect your YouTube channel and you don't go live. You don't make videos. It's just I'm in the darkness here. I'm in the wilderness of. I don't know. I don't know how I could say it properly. I don't know what the hell I'm doing, pretty much to paraphrase it. But I do know I'm going to air fry some El Monterey chimichangas. Chimichangas. Which is, I think, a bad word in Spanish. I probably shouldn't even be saying that on this family channel here. So you're supposed to set the timer for 6 minutes. See if I can figure out how to do that. Time 6 minutes. We'll throw these in here. Hopefully nothing explodes. You're supposed to. Ow! Jesus! Yeah, I already burned my finger. Caught live on TV. So you put this in for 6 minutes. Dangerous machine if you don't know what you're doing. I'm not faking it. I burned my finger right now. Wasn't too bad though. I'll be okay. So it says here that you turn the air fryer on to 380 degrees Fahrenheit. You place 2 chimichangas in the air fryer basket. If they're frozen, you cook for 6 minutes, and then you flip and cook for an additional 6 minutes. So in the flipping of this, hopefully I don't burn myself again. Let products stand 1 minute before eating. I can't wait that long. I'm starving. I can't after it's done. I mean, 12 minutes. That's unfathomable. I'm ready to drive down the street to Taco Bell. That's how hungry I am. And I've been seeing these Taco Bell commercials every time I watch a YouTube video, and I watch YouTube. I am chronically addicted to YouTube, and so I've been every video I watch thousands of YouTube videos a day, So I'm seeing the same Taco Bell commercial with, and they're trying to appeal to my nostalgia. They know that I grew up in the '90s. They know that I was listening to the song. I think it's called Flagpole Sitter, and that song was on the radio when I was in high school. Um, I don't know. I don't remember how it goes. The lyrics. Da 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 da. Ba da ba da 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 da. Ba ba da ba da 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 da. I'm not sick, but I'm not well. That one. And so every time I think of that song, I think of how fun youth was, how great and awesome it was to be a teenager. Uh, the innocence of that age, the coming of age. You're not quite a kid anymore, and you're not quite an adult. It's a very special time, and the people that are living that life never understand that. They never know how important those times are for their development, right? Uh, you know, and that song's playing, and so that Taco Bell is in my head at all times. I love you guys so much. I'm so thankful that you come here that you've come here for whatever reason. Hopefully, I can provide you with some kind of information and entertainment. We shall see, though. We shall see. We got 3 minutes before I have to flip this thing. So, based on my studies of YouTube, you guys want to hear a certain thing from me. So, I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to give the people what they want. Give the people what they want. I don't go outside. What's the title of the Earl Sweatshirt song? Or Earl Sweatshirt album from ages. At this point, it's probably been 20 years since I came out. I don't like shit. I don't go outside. And the only reason I go outside is to work, to make money, to go do my job. You guys want to hear me complain about life and how dark and bleak it is. And I don't know if I can do that. I don't know if I can, because the way that I live my life, I try to carry myself, no matter how dark it is, no matter how bleak, no matter how bad my thoughts are, my thoughts of myself, self-destructive. The thoughts everyone has, right? Self-destruct. No matter how bad it gets, I guess I lie to myself. I don't know. I guess I'm delusional, but it works. It does work. You can trick your mind into not being miserable. Yes, things are bad. Things have been worse, though. Things have been better. Things have been worse. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times, and that's the moment that you're in will always be that. Will always be defined as the best and the worst of times. But I think I attribute the positivity to what my grandmother taught me. She taught me to not have fear. I think because she had so much fear, she wanted to instill within me a way to combat fear and the fear that you generate yourself, And she got that philosophy from the Bible, which is very powerful. Very powerful stuff in there. But yeah, I've just been hanging out today. Hanging out. Well, it's time to flip. It's time to flip without getting burned. Let's see if I can do that. Actually, that kind of I left a mark. I really did burn myself. This sucks. Let's see if I can figure this out. Maybe I'll learn my lesson and not get burnt again. Flip it. And another 6. Whoa, another 6 minutes. Let's go. So the world is saying no. The world of YouTube, that is. The world in general really doesn't care about me, other than my friends and my family. But when I go out and I interact with, the job that I do, I interact with the public, and I interact with people working at their place of business and customers, right? I'm a delivery guy. I deliver things to people. And what I've seen is that people want to be kind. Most people want to be kind. And they do their best to be kind. That's most people. And there are, every time I go out, there's 1 or 2 selfish people, but it's always a very low number. The ratio between very selfish people and generous, kind people. And you have to do some of the work as well. You have to have in your heart and your soul that same kindness that you want from them, because you get what you put in. That's what I have learned throughout my life. I'm 41 years old, and you get what you put in. Maybe that should be the title of this video. If you put burritos into the air fryer, you get burritos out. You get what you put in. Right? Makes sense, right? I would like to give you guys hope. This is one of the reasons that I can be a troll at times. I can, be a joker, comedian, not take things too seriously, because I learned very early on that was the way to look at reality, is to not take it too seriously, because it will destroy you from within. Your seriousness and your need to be a victim will destroy you from within. It will cause you to be bitter. And if it doesn't destroy you, it's going to make you a very bitter old person, is what you will grow up to be. That's what you will become, and we've seen it. We've all seen that guy, right? That bitter old man that hates everybody, hates the youth. These youngsters don't get it. They don't understand anything. They're idiots. All of them are dumb and they're idiots. And you've seen people like that. And one thing I've noticed on YouTube that you guys like to watch is a guy just pouring his heart out about how bad things are in his life. You guys like to hear that. It makes you feel good. The reason you like to hear it is because it makes you feel good about your life. One of two things. Either you don't feel as alone, you feel like, well, there's somebody else going through what I'm going through, and this helps me to hear it. Or the more diabolical thing is you enjoy watching this man's or woman's suffering. You enjoy watching it because it makes you feel good about your life, makes you feel better. You are better than the person that is on the screen that you're watching and judging, right? I think those are the only two reasons, both. You get entertainment in both ways of looking at why you're watching the videos of these guys that are just, their whole channel is just like, why everything is shit, why everything sucks. I'm sorry I can't bring that content to you. I'm sorry, I really flirted with the idea of doing it, and now I'm on this video admitting to you my truth, and I'll keep bringing you my truth, and maybe my kind of truth will trend Hopefully, I hope that hope trends. Hope, right? Hope and change. Just kidding. Not hope and change. That sounds too much like Obama, right? And I'll admit to you also, now that we're on the wave of truth, my truth is this. In 2006, I thought that Obama was the Antichrist. I thought that he was going to destroy our world and usher in chaos and evil and everything, you know. If you think about it, uh, this era of identity politics that we're in really ramped up during his administration, if you can remember it. Um, but you know, that's politics. These politics now are designed to divide us and split us in half within our very selves, not just to split friends and family apart. We are divided in our mind. We're like, what side do I choose? What do I believe in? And so you go and you watch a video on YouTube, and you see people arguing, you see people debating who's right, who's wrong. I don't know, but what I do know is that you get, the only thing I do know as a truth in this world is that you get what you put in. And I put in bean and cheese El Monterey burritos, and that's what I'm going to get out. You doubt me? You doubt that I know the philosophy of you get what you put in, you reap what you sow. I planted these burritos, I'm going to harvest burritos. Trust me. That's how confident I am about my truth. It's going to happen. See if it doesn't. Don't doubt me. Never doubt me. Okay. I'm going to get a plate from over here. We used to make masks out of these. Cut holes in them and then put a rubber band through there. You can make a very easy mask. Okay, how hot is this going to be? Woo! Oh yeah, that's hot. Okay, so now the only thing to do is to show you the proof of you get what you put in. Put burritos in, you get burritos. You know, I don't know what is going on. Other than with YouTube, I can say I blame myself because I haven't been feeding YouTube until yesterday. I finally uploaded a new video. Before that, it was just live videos of me playing GTA 5. And I would just go live and play for hours and hours. Just being lazy, just to be honest, I was just being very lazy and unproductive. I haven't played GTA in a while, at least a week, maybe, or more. I don't know. What about you guys? You guys like GTA? You guys like Atlas Earth? It's another thing I've posted about in the past. Atlas Earth. I'm still currently the mayor of Bakersfield. Let's see, what am I the mayor of? I could save that for a different time. Talk about that. Yeah, Atlas Earth is this mobile game where you buy virtual real estate, and you accrue rent. You actually get paid real money that you can withdraw. It's not a scam. I've put a bunch of money into it though. I mean, it's probably not a wise investment because they could pull the rug at any time on this game. So invest at your own risk. And the CEO has even said it's not an investing app. It's not like a banking investing app of any kind. It's just a game, which leads me to think like, oh no. When he said that, I got kind of worried. I was like, I don't even want to say, it's embarrassing. I've put thousands of dollars into it. I don't know. What can you say? I'm competitive. just to buy land and maintain my mayoralship of Bakersfield. I can't let somebody come and take that, and somebody has been trying to take that, and I always get it back though. Um, yeah, Atlas Earth. I've posted about that. Let's see. Power off. Mm. Yeah, I can kind of taste the frostbite. Those are some pretty old burritos, I think. I've been in the freezer for a while. Yeah, it would be fun to, or would it be fun? I don't know. To come here every day and be live with you guys. I don't know if I can do that. Hot. I don't know if my soul will let me do that. Plus, it sucks talking to no one. I saw two people at one time on here. They both disappeared after I started singing. So I lost you guys. I lost the two of you. That's okay. Yeah, I've seen videos about narcissists are very popular. I'm looking at, like, what should I talk about? How can I get popular? How can I get my YouTube channel to be popular? Right? Mm. I wish it was enough for me to just show up and talk about nothing just speak my mind every day. Is that enough? Am I enough? Am I enough for you guys? Or you're waiting for me to give you the certain categories that you are interested in, right? Maybe I'll start doing that. I don't know. Woo! Hot. Mmm. Categories. Narcissism. Right? Here's what I think about it. The topic of narcissism. I think the people making the videos about narcissists are the narcissists. Big surprise, huh? You want to see a narcissist? Go look in the mirror. That's what I say. Who are you to judge? You got all of these therapists, amateur psychotherapists out there, right? It's so hot. I told you I can't let it cool off. Armchair therapists telling you about all the people in their life that have hurt them. Playing the victim. And you eat it up. You guys love it. You guys love it. You love being the victim. Sorry, I can't play that game for you. I can't play the victim for you yet. I haven't decided to sell out yet. I don't know if I can. Because I see patterns. And they're annoying to me. Because I'm a contrarian. I can't help it. I try I'm not against everything, I'm not against absolutely everything. I don't know. It's annoying because I can see it. I can see the guy doing the video, and then they always justify it with religion. They always, oh, I am the chosen of God, right? So if I'm the chosen of God and you go against me, you're a narcissist. You're selfish. It's nothing I did, ever. It's never anything I did. I'm completely innocent and righteous. See, that's the thing I have a problem with. That's the thing I'm sorry. It's the thing I have a problem with. And tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me why I'm wrong. Yes, people are victimized. Yes, there are selfish people. It's a very competitive world out there. Trust me, I know. Look at my YouTube channel. Look at how long I've had my YouTube channel and how many subscribers I have. I am not the best at competing as far as YouTube is concerned. You know what I mean? So, yeah, by all means, I should be the victim here, right? But I can't have that mentality. I can't sink into that. It's just not. I don't think it's my personality. Mm. But I like to be positive. But there are people out there, con artists and scammers, that use positivity to sell their product to you. I get that too. You got these doom and gloom, black-pilled doomers, right? And if I had to pick and decide which one I trust more and which one I would rather watch, it'd be the doomers. Because a lot of these scammer guys are full of crap. They're telling you everything you want to hear, and they give you just so much to where you're like, okay, what's the rest of it? Give me the real answer. Which, to know the real answer, I need to know myself. I got to do the work individually. How do I do that? And so you sign up for Wes Watson's program because you don't know how to get to where he's at. How did he get to where he's at? How does he have so much money? Where'd all the money come from? What's the product he's selling? Anybody got a guess? He's profiting off of your weakness. He's profiting off of your need for an answer, for answers. Your need for the answers is his product. He's a parasite, right? He is a parasite. That's, he's willing to do anything to get the money. See? But these doomer guys, like I would much more trust. I mean, a lot of them are it's very sad to see what they're going through. But I mean, some of them might be faking it. Some of them might just be telling you a tall tale, a story about how sad they are. Who knows? I don't know. But some of they sound genuine. They sound believable. So I tend to believe them, and that their life is terrible. But they're and they are sick of the Wes Watsons of the world, and the people that are like, just pull yourself up by your bootstraps and man up. Stop being a bitch, and all the things that they say. When it's more complex than that. It can be more complex than just pull yourself up by your bootstraps. It can be more complex. Some of us aren't inclined to do that. Some of us don't have the ability to do that. Some of us are handicapped, physically handicapped, mentally. So you can't always just, just grit your teeth through it, I might be able to do that, but not everybody can do that, And so somebody like Wes Watson or whoever, what other confidence man you can think of comes along and they're like, here you go. Here's my program, guaranteed to get you out of the slump that you're in, right? And when you're looking for something, you're like, I don't want to be a loser. I don't want to not have a girlfriend or a wife or whatever. I want to be able to talk to women. I want to be able to make money or whatever. The things that guys fall for, right? It sucks, man, but that's That's the truth of it. And I'm going to keep telling you the truth because I don't have anything else. I can't do it, man. I can no longer, well, no. I don't think I ever played the victim. I might have told you, like, yeah, I'm feeling bad today or whatever, or yeah, this life sucks right now, but I can't make everything about that because I have to use the power of positive thinking, which for me works. I mean, it might be hard for somebody else to use that, and I'm not, it's not because I'm special or anything. That's just how I was raised by my grandmother was a Christian when she was alive, and she taught me the power of positive thinking, which she got from the Bible. It is what it is. Cafe Olay, hello, welcome. Nice to see you again. It's been a long time, Cafe Olay. Where have you been? I thought you told me you lost access to that channel. So how did you get it back? Is what I want to know. Now I'm suspicious of, is that the real Cafe Olay? I don't know. Or am I being gang stalked by somebody posing as Cafe Olay? Oh God, I'm trying to get past this. I have a chair right here because my stupid tripod. Cafe Olay says thank you. For what? Thank you for what? My stupid tripod is like it's like I can't show you the whole length of it. It's like two or 3 feet tall, so it's not tall enough to get the angle that I need. So I have to put it on top of a regular chair. Cafe Olay says, I have missed you. Where have you been? Hey, I've been right here. Where the hell have you been? I've been hiding in my house, hiding from society, paranoid, wondering why it is that the world hates the children of God. That's what I've just been doing that, and I burned myself, Cafe Olay, because you didn't show me how to use the air fryer. So, once again, I'm the victim of a woman that has neglected me. Cafe Olay, why did you not show me how to use the air fryer? I burned my freaking finger. Mommy, I burned my finger. Because you're an evil woman. Evil woman. Look at the finger that I burned is the ring. See, it was all your fault. All of it was your fault. See this? The ring, the finger that carries the ring that I married you with has the burn on it. Henceforth, your fault. You, a woman, did this to me. And it's also your fault you didn't cook anything to prepare for me. I had to eat this disgusting 8-month-old frostbite burrito because of you. It's all your fault. And now I hate all women. Now I hate everything that has a uterus and a vagina and tits. Even if they don't have tits. I hate them. Just kidding. I love you, Kathleen. Thank you for messaging me. You were here with me when no one else could be here. 2 other people showed up today, and I started singing something. I don't even remember what it was. And they fucking disappeared just right when I started singing. So people don't want to hear the singing. Can you believe that? People don't want to hear my beautiful voice. Can you believe it? Crazy, right? She says those burritos are new. What? These came from the last 2 in a package, buried in the freezer, covered in ice, babe. How are they new? What are you talking about? She says, I love you too. Thank you, babe. We're going to put some tapatio on here. So there's a new package of frozen burritos. Okay, let me look for those real quick. I gotta very carefully walk past this chair because it's holding up the iPad. The tripod. iPad. I don't even own an iPad. Where'd that come from? Oh, and I forgot I got coffee here that's getting cold that I didn't drink. So I'm going to warm that up in the microwave. 1 minute. We're searching for the mysterious burritos that Kathleen says are in the freezer here. I see taquitos. Wow, we got 2 boxes of taquitos. That's great. I'll probably eat those later. Yeah, I don't know. I don't see them. Well, oh no. Well, I can't find them, which means you're lying! Like all women have done to me in my life, you lie. Come on. You know, my wife asked me the other day, she says, Mark, why don't you take me anywhere? You know, you never take me into any new places that I've never been before. I said, honey, why not try the kitchen? Right? Take my wife, please. Those jokes will never get old to me. I love those. I love those jokes. I warmed up the coffee way too hot and burned my goddamn tongue. Sorry. Sorry for the cussing. New bag. There should be. Well, if there is, it's buried in the freezer and I can't find it. I'll have to search for it later. I didn't want to be off screen too long. Just for entertainment purposes, you know. The show must go on. It's pretty good. You know, sometimes you're going through all of these hard things. Living in this dark world, selfish, narcissistic world. Sometimes all you need in this life is to watch a grown man eat a burrito on a live stream. Sometimes that's all you need. And I'm telling you. And you think I'm joking, but it has helped me in the past to just watch a simple video like this. I remember I was very depressed I guess it was a couple years ago, and then I found this YouTube channel from a guy called Feature Man, and he just is this old guy that cooks food and eats it, and he talks about all his work as an extra in Hollywood. And I found that, you know, very interesting and just soothing and calming. And he wasn't just like a wild man going all over the place with all these crazy edits and everything. Sometimes it's cool to just watch a live stream and a guy eating a air fried frozen burrito. With tapatio sauce. We got the economy size here. So, how are you doing? Whoever's watching right now, thank you. Thank you for being here. I'm hanging out in time and space as I usually do. I'm going to chew this and I'm going to say some more stuff. If you haven't already, please like. If you're watching, please like the stream. Help me out, help this video out, help my channel out. Please subscribe. You know what to do. Because that's the only way that I'm ever going to make money doing this. It's with the help of you. That's it. I can't do it without you. That's why you are important. You matter. Regardless of what anybody says, you matter to me and to this channel, because, right? There is no channel without you. But I wanted to just spread some joy and light and hope, peace, clear mind, the thing that helps me. And I'll just give you a little history of where it came from. Almost forgot again. Look at that hot coffee. Beautiful. My philosophy for life, the thing that gets me out of bed, the thing that gets me, because I will say this, I'll give you guys a little honesty here. My worst time of day is the morning, getting up, because I don't have a typical 9-to-5 job. I don't have, nobody is expecting me to show up to work, to clock in, and nobody's giving me orders of what to do. I am creating all of that myself, fueled by coffee. That's it. So I have to be self-motivated, which is still, I've been living this kind of way. I've been living that kind of life, the entrepreneur life, I guess you could call it. At this point, that is probably a very cringe term, entrepreneur, solopreneur. That's because I don't have employees. I'm just a solopreneur, which doesn't sound very well. It sounds like solo manure, but that's another topic for another day. But I find it hard sometimes to be motivated. And, you know, this is how dark it is for me. The thing that motivates me to get out of bed is when I get out of bed, I have this paper on a bulletin board with the list of all my expenses for the month on it. Well, not all of them, but the main, like the bills, you know, the electric bill, the gas bill, the water, you know, mortgage payment, all of that. I have that listed. So when I get out of bed, that's the first thing I see. And that's the thing that gets me going, because I'm like, I have to pay those bills. If I don't do anything, it's not going to get paid. But even though it's so hard, you know, when I'm waking up out of sleep and I'm like, I wake up and I realize, oh, this again? I'm here again? It's very depressing until I start to wake up, and then, you know, things get better most of the time. Sometimes it's just a hard day of just being angry, just living with that anger. But I don't know what it is. I think it's just maybe how I was raised, you know, by my parents and my grandma, and specifically my grandma, because of the philosophy that she gave me from the Bible, you know, the spiritual wisdom of to not fear, right? She would tell me fear is a sin. So it's like, wow, to be afraid of things is a sin. And that's very powerful. That's empowering, right? So I'm afraid to get out of bed. I'm afraid to get out and go to work, you know, and do my deliveries to make money. But then the motivator is like, okay, if I don't do this, I'm screwed. I'm not going to be able to pay anything. So I get up, I look at that list, and I set the goal for the day. This is how much money I'm going to try to make. And when you set the goal, it keeps you out there, keeps you working. And that's a dark existence, or it can be, if you let it get to you, if you let it sink in. So while I'm out there, I just do that job. That's who I become. That's my mission. I have a mission now. So that kind of distracts me from the dark thoughts. My mission is to deliver this, to do the best job that I can do. And when I come in contact with other people, I want them to be kind to me, but I'm not entitled. I know that I have to have that love in my heart and in my mind also. And that lets them be the best version of themselves. And it does work that way. It's not BS, it's not some new age thing, you know. You get what you put in. Into life, you get what you put in. So, you know, if you're expecting people to be selfish, they're probably going to be selfish. If you're expecting them to be mean to you and to offend you, you're probably going to easily be offended, right? You get what you put in. And so I try to maintain the balance. I try to maintain the frame of mind of I'm going to try to be as kind as I can today and not race around, you know, drive around and impatiently try to be generous while driving also. It's like, you know, and you maintain the balance. Slow it down a little bit. Let people cut in, you know, every once in a while. Do kind things, and that helps. I'm telling you, I don't have all the answers, but that does help. It helps to clear the mind, to clear my mind from the waking life. Like for whatever reason, the morning is the hardest time for me, waking up and forcing myself to get out of bed. Because guess what? There's no alarm. I don't have an alarm set. I don't have anybody to write me up if I don't show up to work, punish me, fire me. Let's see, I saw a message here. How do I look at the messages? Oh no! Tripod's falling. I saw a message from Cafe Olay. Let's see here. Okay, now that I figured out the setting to make the messages visible. Cafe Olay says, I don't have time to eat lunch, so frostbitten burritos sound good. Wait, why didn't that stay on there? Don't have time to eat lunch, so frostbitten burritos sound good. Yeah, just anything. I'm complaining about these burritos, and Cafe Olay is over here starving to death on the other side of the world. Unfortunately. So you got to count your blessings, you know? Be thankful for what you have. And that's another thing I've heard people say that too. I've heard you know, these inspirational people say that, and it is true to wake up and be grateful. Count your blessings, you know, count the things that you're grateful for. It does work. You know, and I've gone on this spiritual journey throughout my life, this you know, spiritual, philosophical. Where's the line at? Where does one end and the other begin? I don't know. But I have gone on the journey to where, you know, I weave in and out of, you know, Christian, atheist, you know, Christian, atheist, and everything in between. But you always go back to your roots. You shouldn't hate your past, unless it was just like diabolical, you know, unless you were in a cult or something. Like, I was never part of like an abusive cult, thank God. But you know, there was a time where I fell out of love with religion. Cafe Olay says, I expect a full meal on the table when I get home. Excuse me, girl? Who do you think you're talking to? I got 3 bodies out on Venice Boulevard. I'm sorry if the goddamn chicken got overcooked. You know? That is not happening, Cafe Olay. I expect you to bring me something delicious home. And I'm going to make you decide what it is, too. Think about the horror of that. You know, I could talk about some men's and women's issues now. This Now that Cafe Au Lait is over here demanding that I cook for her. Who do you think you're talking to, babe? Who do you think you're talking to? Huh? Um, One thing that women, and this is real. I'm not bullshitting you. You know, I'm not trying to be funny. If I happen to be funny, that's great. I hope, you know, I love comedy and I love being funny. But I'm gonna just give you a real truth, something that I do believe in, which is a woman or a girl, you know, depending on how old you are, your girlfriend or your wife or your woman or whoever you're dating, women don't like making the decision. It's one of the tests, you know, between a man and a woman, heterosexual relationships. Women don't like making decisions. They want to see if you as a man are capable of making a decision, of picking A or B, making one choice rather than another. Because it's work. It actually takes work to make a decision. So if you're like, you know, giving that responsibility to someone else, you're just basically kind of putting a small burden onto them, and sometimes a large burden to make somebody else make a decision. So if they're like, do you want Taco Bell or Del Taco? I think a woman will be impressed with you if you just like don't even think about it and you're like, Taco Bell. She's like, oh wow, this guy knows what he wants in life. I think I feel comfortable with him. I trust him. I think that he could probably protect me. I think he's the man for me because he made it. Even if you get food poisoning at Taco Bell, even if it's the wrong decision, a woman still likes to know, and a woman is comforted by the fact that you can make a decision. It's true. It's very true, and a lot of these guys don't get that. A lot of friends that I've had, I'm not going to say any names. I won't tell any stories about my friends on here unless they're from the distant past. If I can remember any of those stories, I'll be sure to let you know first. But friends from current times, I could write a book, but I won't do it. They know it too. Man, I could write a book on all the stuff that they're doing wrong with their ladies. All the violations to the rules, the primal rules that made us what we are through evolution. The rules that we have lived by. Women don't want to lead. A woman that's attracted to men, a woman that wants a man in her life, doesn't want to be the leader. Don't force her to be the leader. They're being a indecisive cuck or whatever you want to call yourself. Don't put a woman in that position is what I would say. You know? Now, if she said, I'm going to give you the reverse of that, the violation, just like the 48 laws of power tells you, you know, it tells you somebody that obeyed this rule, this powerful rule, and somebody that violated the rule. So the violation to the rule, very simple. She asks you, do you want Taco Bell or Del Taco? And you're like, I don't know. You know, what do you want? I don't care. Whatever you want. I will do whatever you want. No, what do you want? She asks you a simple question. Taco Bell or Del Taco? What do you, what do you want? What do you feel like having? Whatever you want. Nope. That is the violation. And a woman will hate you for that. She won't say it. But it will make her feel so compromised and threatened. Like, wow, this guy doesn't know what the hell he's doing, doesn't know what he wants out of life. I think I'm going to go the other way here. I think I'm going to find somebody else. Hey, can't blame them. You can't blame the woman. It's a very simple concept. Just make a freaking decision, man. Just make a decision, even if it's the wrong one. Even if it's the wrong one, you got to make the decision. Sometimes you don't know what the right decision is, but you have to pick. You have to pick one, right? You have to pick what you're going to do with your day today. What are you going to do? How are you going to be productive today? Cafe au lait. How are you going to, are you going to get some food? I'm worried about you now. Just give me your list of options and then I'll tell you which one you should go eat. I'll make the decision for you. Just so we can do an example, a live example of, how a man and woman can have, how a man can have a proper, healthy relationship with his woman. We need that. Obviously, we need this. I'll be sitting there with, I won't mention who, friend, whoever, on the phone with their girl, and the topic of food comes up because it's going to come up every day because you got to eat every day. It's going to come up. If you live with somebody, it gets complicated, doesn't it? What do you want for dinner? Oh. And then a guy, a guy that doesn't know any better, he's just like, oh my God, how am I going to decide for all of the whole family? What if I pick the wrong thing? What if I pick the wrong thing? What if I go and the place is closed, the place I pick? She gives me the thing that she wants to eat and then Taco Bell's closed. Fuck, I picked Taco Bell. Oh, no, it's my fault. It's my fault they're closed. Now I can't get her grilled cheese burrito or her double-decker taco. It's closed. What am I going to do? That's what being a man is. Making that decision of what you're going to do. That's what being a man is. If you just joined, I just explained how to be, I gave a beautiful story and a beautiful example of how to be a healthy man in a relationship with a healthy woman. The primordial rules that got us to where we are at through evolution. Women have had to evolve to basically see and pick between, to sift out the weak men and pick the stronger male, right? They've evolved to do this. This is why they want you to make the decision. Basically, if you just joined, that's what I was talking about. You have to make decisions. You have to make a decision. Taco Bell or Del Taco? You have to pick one. You can't, I don't know. What do you want? Oh, I don't care. Whatever you want. Because you're putting the decision-making burden onto your woman or whoever asked you, what do you want to eat? It's a very frustrating thing for somebody when you force them to make the decision, right? Well, I love you guys. Thank you for coming by, stopping by, whether it was randomly or whether you already love me and you love hearing what I have to say. For whatever reason you're here today or you showed up, thank you for being here. Thank you for hanging out with me in time and space, and I will see you again very soon, probably sooner than you think. Hang in there. I'll talk to you soon. Goodbye.